Good afternoon and welcome to another Double Duck Garage Quackie. Just got a couple of quick Quack jobs to do on the MG. One is that I've got a P0340 code, which is a problem with the cam position sensor, and the other is that my windscreen wipers have just stopped working, probably because the car was just sat around for so long and they just seized up. Let's get on with it. This is the location of the sensor. This is actually a spare one that I'd replaced the original one with. The code hasn't gone away, so that indicates that there's a problem elsewhere, and it's obviously not just the sensor. Right, good news for me is that what's in the book seems to tie up with what I can see under the engine bay. Two of those wires obviously go to the ECU, so I've just got to find out where the third one goes. It's marked on the diagram as going off to J, so I need to find out where J is. What I'm assuming I'm going to have is a switch live from the ECU to send power to the sensor. There's going to be an earth, I assume, and then there's going to be a signal from the sensor which is triggered every time the cam turns. I'm connected into the brown and pink at the moment. I'm pretty sure that this is the switch live, so I'm now going to go and turn the ignition on, and hopefully this will jump up to 12 volts. That brown and pink definitely looks like a live connection and goes to the red on the cable to the sensor. These are the two wires that go to the ECU. That's good. So it looks like all three wires are fine. Looks like I've got continuity back to the ECU and I've got my switch live. So theoretically, at least my wiring loom is okay. I think it's fair to say that connector's not looking very good. Looks like it's definitely had some oil in it at one time. This engine used to leak like a sieve. So I'm going to give that a bit of a clean, see if that makes any difference. That was the fix, just a dirty connection. I was interested to see what the signal from the sensor looks like. This should be a square wave, so I think that I haven't got a good connection from the oscilloscope, but at least I get something. And the good news now is no diagnostic trouble code. I think that is problem solved. Okay, that's not too bad a job at all. Slightly fiddly, but thankfully I didn't have to disconnect or remove the clutch master cylinder, so I didn't have to undo the hydraulics, which would have meant that when it all went back together it would have had to be bled again. As a job I've done very recently, really don't feel the need to do it yet again. But the reason why I've taken this out, just in case you're wondering, is that the wipers have been sort of flapping around for a couple of years. Yeah, they've worked, it's passed its MOT, but they've not been brilliant. So just want to take the opportunity to fix all this, clean it all up, tighten everything up, and just generally improve it before I put it back. First thing I'm going to do is take the electric motor off, take it back out of the car, plug it up, and just check that the motor itself works. So I'm going to pull this bit apart for starts. That just feels so dry. So the question is, how do I get into there to lubricate that? That's certainly a bit nasty inside, needs a bit of a clean. have a suspicion that counts as a bit of a bodge. I am going to look out to see if there's a proper rebuild kit. If there's not, then obviously I'll see how long this lasts, and if necessary I have to buy an entire new mechanism. And what I do need to do is work out what to do with this. It's just absolutely completely knackered. Strange that the end is welded on there. This is obviously not designed to be a serviceable item. Truth is, I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know if the O-rings are going to break as soon as I power the motor, or if it will last 20 years. Not a clue. Okay, it's a lovely day today and shows exactly why I needed to fix these wipers like double quick. They actually feel quite good now. They're not flapping about all over the place, far more solid than they used to be. So for the time being, that's job done. No idea how long this fix is going to last for, but at least I'm road legal for the time being. There could well be a part 2 to this when I do the job properly, but for the time being, thanks for watching.